Hey Taurus, welcome to your April 2025 weekly reading. It's actually going to be a reading here from April 9th until the 15th. Let's go ahead and jump into it. A lot's happening this week. We got a big full moon in Libra. We also have Venus coming direct, Mercury coming direct. So we got good aspects going on between Saturn and Uranus, Mars, Saturn, Mars, the North Node, Uranus, the North Node. Things are happening here to propel us forward, specifically Venus, Mercury coming direct. Your ruling planet, Venus, coming direct. Big deal. Now all the planets have moved forward, and now we can move forward with things. So if you've been feeling stuck, a lack of clarity, a lack of understanding, this is the time frame where things start to shift. Trust me, March was a very confusing month. And if you're interested in knowing more in depth about the energies happening this week, be sure to check out the horoscope that I did. I'll put that I'll put that link down below in the comment section. But I'll definitely check that out, so that way you have a more understanding of what's going on. Let's jump in here, Taurus. Good energy, favorable energy here. There could be a little bit of frustration right now with that Five of Wands. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Also, too, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description here. Can you tell me here for Taurus, please? I feel like there's a lot that you're learning at this time as well. Let's see. You pulled this Venus card. Oh, there it goes. Your ruling planet and then Venus coming direct. So that's a highlight here for you this week that this reading is saying. Now, Venus does deal with our relationships, our money, our values, our possessions, but also the way we enjoy things. Right? It also deals with beauty and art too. So there's big emphasis on these things here this week. This heart chakra came out, and I want to, Venus is very much related to the heart chakra, the inner child. And so I also pick up that you could be healing things around your inner child. What is your 5th house, Taurus? Virgo, the south node's there. Could be a lot of things that you're diving into in the past, with that south node being in Virgo on your 5th. Because right now, if you really think about it, and we're going to go through your reading here in a moment, but good things I feel happening in regards to your relationships here are starting to happen. You could be noticing pivotal shifts. And that could also be with your money and your resources as well. Venus right now is in Pisces, and Pisces is your 11th house. And 11th house is the house of enjoyment. It's how the world benefits you, right? So things like entertainment, groups, communities, networks. Also is a house of revenue, services, right, to other people. 6th house is the work that's associated with those services. 2nd house is what you gained and earned for yourself. 10th house is your career, right? What you're known for. But yeah, good things happening in regards to your money, resources, finances here. And I see you being able to find things and partake in things here that you'll be enjoying a lot more. Because right now, your 11th house is packed. That North Node being there in Pisces with Venus, Mercury, Saturn, which is a good thing. That North Node is trying to really pull you into the world, pull you into this bigger web of things. 5th house says you already got the creativity, the gifts, the talents, just about remembering that, but then surrendering to something bigger in that 11th house to really enjoy your life, to be a part of things that are beneficial emotionally and spiritually for you, that are in alignment with your spirit, Taurus. So this is a lot of fun energy that I sense here this week that you could be discovering, being a part of. You just may notice that it just feels more positive. Pull this elephant card. It says honor, empathy, responsibility, cooperation here. I think you're a role model for other people here as well. But yeah, a lot of compassion, empathy here, and possible responsibilities when it comes to your communities, groups, work at this time. And the elephants represent wisdom, so you have a lot of wisdom to be shared. Elephant could be one of your guides at this time, or the symbolism is important to understand for you at this time. Let's jump in here. 3 of Pentacles here for the overall energy. This doesn't surprise me at all, but the 3 of Pentacles, I'm gonna touch base on a couple different things. But this 3 of Pentacles is about discipline and dedication to your work, to your craft, to your goals, and channeling your mind, body, and spirit into it, and building something that you've been wanting to build, or continuing that process, right? 3 of Pentacles also has a cooperative energy because it's a 3, so you could definitely be working with other people right now. And another thing, it doesn't surprise me that this 3 of Pentacles is the overall energy. You want to know why? Because Saturn right now is conjuncting Venus. Mercury's there with it as well, in that conjunction, if you want to say, and that North Node's with it right there as well. So that North Node is amplifying the Saturn, Venus, Mercury energy. And what is that? That conjunction energy. Well, it's let's get serious, Saturn. We need to put structure, and we need to understand and come up with a real plan here, so that way we can build these bigger ideals and advance ourselves. And also that Uranus sextile, the sextile of that energy in your sign, Taurus. These are major enhancements and improving the quality of your life, your sense of self, your relationships to your work, career, communities. And you could be going through definitely an identity shift at this time as well. Particularly maybe it's because of these certain relationships, communities, and groups that you're kind of linked to on an energetic level. But there's a lot here that I see that you're focused on building. 2 of Pentacles in your current energy. You may have your hands full. You have a lot of responsibility at this time, and you're doing the work that's necessary here. I think you're starting to find a good flow, or you'll start to find a better flow. I see the current switching on this week. Venus, Mercury coming direct. And I say the flow and the current because the flow would be the water energy where Venus and Mercury is, and the current would be Uranus that's making aspects to it because Uranus was electricity. So there's these currents, spiritual and emotional currents that we're connecting to, or these higher frequencies that are shifting timelines. We just went through a partial solar eclipse in Aries, right? We're still in that lunation cycle. And this week we have a full moon in Libra. Venus goes direct on that same exact day. So talk about, and then the sun's going to be conjunct Chiron. Now this is going to be interesting because what I feel like you could be healing here with the sun conjunct Chiron in Aries, that will be in your 12th house. Just in general, healing things around your spiritual identity, that 12th house. And surrendering and letting go of these old aspects of yourself that you've been holding on to deeply, subconsciously, unconsciously, right? And understanding that you're much more than, this past version of yourself, and you're stepping into a higher version of yourself. And that full moon being in Libra in the 11th, in the 6th, my bad. It's kind of letting go of, I think this is you really reclaiming who you are and standing on your own 2 feet and breaking codependent dynamics in your life with people, places, situations, things, right? Letting it all go and finding a better way in which you can support yourself. You have this Alchemist card, which is the Magician and the Challenge. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles as your advice. Now I want to say this, that the Magician can sometimes represent to where we're trying to do everything on our own. But it's interesting too, because the Magician very much can connect to that 5th house because it deals with creativities, your gifts, skills, talents, and just your ability here to get creative, be creative. But it's asking you to bring that to something larger than yourself, right? And that's the Queen of Pentacles as your advice, right? The advice is co-creation. Start co-creating with others. You have the 2 of Cups here in the future. Good things happening in regards to love, I feel, this week. If you're single, this is definitely good energy. You could be meeting someone. If you're in a relationship here, you're going to notice that I just feel like a more deep, more grateful energy, more gratitude energy. Also, I see a form of healing happening here for you as well. I'm not sure what it is particularly, but the 2 of Cups is connected to health. So there could be some healing going on here. But yeah, and also I see when it comes to yourself, like you're just feeling more connected to your inner self. You don't feel uprooted as much anymore. You're going to feel more grounded here. Ace of Cups is in the outcome position, which is emotional and spiritually fulfilled, right? And it's almost like you're reconnecting to some part of yourself here, which is bringing in a lot of more peace, more happiness, more harmony into your life, or just an emotional and spiritual fulfillment. You have the High Priestess here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, and the High Priestess says, sacred. It's spiritual. It's understanding that you're spiritually connected to things. The High Priestess has a very sensitive antenna. So be aware of the things that you're surrounding yourself in regards to your environment with this Venus card, Three of Pentacles, because all these things are influencing your energy, your auric field, right? And you may be like, oh, whatever, right? But that would be that South Node Virgo talking, right? Oh, I can't see it, touch it, feel it, right? So it must not be real, or I must not consider it too much. But the North Node Pisces is saying, understand the bigger spiritual significance. So when it comes to your aura and your energy, just be aware what you're subjecting yourself to. The High Priestess does with sacred energy, and right now you're going through a 12th house energy. It's very High Priestess. And that right now is the time to honor your emotional, spiritual, and your auric field here and take it serious. Clarify the Three of Pentacles here for the overall energy. Yeah, the Magician. Yeah, you have a lot of skill, talent, and this is going to be a week overall where you're going to be working with others, establishing better ways in which you can create and be productive, or even enhance, the quality of your work. Maybe it's making more money or whatever the case might be. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. We got two cards here. Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords here. Yeah, I think for some time you've been avoiding some things, or just maybe you've been needing, to detach from things. But I think through detaching, I think you're starting to find here, you're starting to connect to your inner self. And so this Two of Pentacles entering into the week, I feel like you're actually ready here to, because you're rejuvenated, or becoming more rejuvenated, that you're feeling inspired here to start taking these bigger forms of action. Clarified the Magician in your challenge. You have the Star card here. Yeah, you are the star, Taurus. You got it, right? And it's interesting too, because the Magician and the Star card is actually channeling energy. But I feel Spirit's wanting you to channel and bring these deep spiritual gifts that you have into this larger web of communities, groups, and really being a part of something that's larger than yourself. I think right now too that you're trying to find that you're very much you're looking for certain solutions about the future, but you may not have all the answers. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. You may think it's a big deal, but I don't think it's a big of a deal. Yeah, and the Star card is about bringing your light to the collective, bringing your gifts, your unique imprint to the world, and being a part of the larger web, right? All the stars. You're a star, be a part of all the other stars. Queen of Pentacles says co-create. Bring what it is that you have, bring your value to the table and connect with others, share with others, create others. And you'll find with that Queen of Pentacles that prosperity that you're looking for. Clarify the Two of Cups. You have the World card here. Yeah, something's coming to a completion here as well with this World card. Like something's wrapping up here, something that you've been involved in, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be really nice. This Two of Cups. If it's in regards to a relationship, this will be. Maybe it's an anniversary for some of you, but if it's in regards to a relationship, this is definitely really good energy. Good connection, emotional connection, love. When it comes to yourself, though, you're coming full circle with something. And I feel like you're finally going to understand the lesson of something. Which, not just understand the lesson, you'll be able to fully integrate it, and it's going to make you become more competent and capable here. Clarify the Ace of Cups in the outcome. Yeah, the Lovers. See, I'll just think I'd be saying shit. I know what I'd be saying. There's definitely love here. Whether you're single, this is new love. If you're in a partnership relationship, this is the renewal, rejuvenation, or just a deeper spiritual significance happening here in your relationship here. Really good energy. When it comes to yourself, this is you feeling very much spiritually and emotionally connected to your higher self. And I think, you know, that North Node being in Pisces, Pisces is the spiritual. Uranus making aspects to all this Pisces energy. Mars making aspects to all this Pisces energy. This is a spiritual and emotional improvement or upgrading quality of our lives that's happening. Finally, clarify the Queen of Pentacles as your advice. You pulled the Hierophant, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the Hierophant says, well, I will say this. If you're looking for a guide or a mentor or a teacher, I would seek them out right now. I think you would definitely find something here that would help you. Six of Pentacles, and it will be worth it. Also, too, the Hierophant says you are the guide, the teacher, the mentor. You are the authority here. So embrace your authority. There's other people out there that respect you or that will respect you. And really, whatever it is that you ask for, I feel like you will be able to receive. And you'll notice that there'll be an increase of reciprocity, right? Receiving what you're what you're giving, right? What you're wanting to give. Like you also receiving. Clarify the High Priestess. You have the Five of Wands here. There it goes. I'll be aware of passive-aggressive energy. You know, I think that High Priestess, Five of Wands can be like this inner emotional frustration. But yeah, I would just be aware of passive-aggressive energy. You or other people. You know, I think it's about being direct. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. I do see your challenge, though. Is like you're really trying to figure out, you know, how you could really connect to these bigger, larger things, and how you can bring your gifts and your skills and your creativity to the world, you know, and how you can find, like, figuring out your place, right? Like you're understanding your cosmic responsibility or understanding the universal significance of things, like, and trying to figure out like where you fit in it all or how to connect more to it, right? With others. And really your advice is saying like you have the value here. It's just about embracing it, owning it, and then sharing it. Because there's a lot of reciprocity I feel coming your way. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. I appreciate you. I'm gonna leave your reading here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the link's down below. I would love to do a reading. My reads are on sale as well still. If you're interested, again, that link's below. If you need confirmation, direction, you can ask me any question. And yeah, if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Check out the horoscope as well if you want an in-depth understanding of the week. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye, Taurus.